You spent your entire Saturday cleaning, scrubbing the bathroom, vacuuming every room, wiping every surface. And by Wednesday, the mess was back, like the weekend never happened. Here is the truth nobody tells you. You are not cleaning wrong. You are cleaning too late. In Japan, homes stay spotless year-round with almost no deep cleaning at all. Not because people scrub harder. The average person loses hundreds of hours every year to cleaning, and the mess still returns. The Japanese escape that cycle with small daily habits that stop mess before it ever starts. Today, I will show you 9 Japanese cleaning habits that keep homes effortlessly spotless, and exactly how to start each one tonight. Number 7 will sound completely pointless at first, until you understand why it works. And the last one is not a cleaning technique at all. It is the real reason none of the others ever fail. Let's begin. Number 1, the 1-minute rule. Think about how mess actually happens. It is never one big event. It is a cup left on the desk, a jacket on the chair, a receipt on the counter. Tiny tasks you postpone because they feel too small to matter. 1 becomes 3, 3 become 10, and by the weekend, the room feels out of control. The Japanese break that cycle with one simple rule. If a task takes less than 1 minute, you do it now. Not later, not after this episode, now. Hang the jacket, rinse the cup, file the paper, wipe the splash around the sink. Each one costs you seconds, and together, they kill the mess at birth, before it ever gets a chance to grow. The rule works because it removes the choice. You never negotiate with yourself. You just move. Start tonight, and the weekend marathon starts to disappear. Number 2, clean while you cook. In most kitchens, dinner ends twice. First the meal, then the mountain. A sink full of pans, a counter covered in mess, and zero motivation to face any of it. So it waits until morning, and the kitchen starts every single day already behind. In Japan, the cleaning happens inside the cooking. While the pan simmers, the cutting board gets washed. While the rice cooks, the counter gets wiped. Used bowls go straight into soapy water, not into a pile. By the time dinner reaches the table, the kitchen is already clean. You eat in peace, and afterward, there are only plates, not a project. Same amount of work, but folded into minutes you were already standing there, waiting anyway. Tonight, wash as you cook and watch the mountain never form. Number 3, everything has an address. Have you ever spent 10 minutes hunting for your keys? The problem was never your memory. The problem is that your keys never had a home. When an object has no fixed place, every tidy-up becomes a series of tiny decisions. Where does this go? And decisions are exactly what your tired brain refuses to make at 9 at night. So things land on the nearest surface, and they stay there. Japanese homes run on a simple rule. Every single object has an address. The keys have a hook. The mail has a tray. The remote has a drawer. Putting something away stops being a decision and becomes a reflex. 5 seconds, 0 thinking. And when everything has an address, tidying an entire room takes minutes because nothing needs to be figured out, only returned. Tonight, give an address to the 5 things you lose most often. That is the whole trick. Number 4, the 5-minute nightly reset. Here is what most evenings look like. You collapse on the couch, the room slowly fills with the debris of the day, and you go to bed, leaving all of it exactly where it fell. So tomorrow starts in yesterday's mess, and the pile compounds, day after day after day. In Japan, the day ends with a quiet ritual. 5 minutes right before bed, cushions back in place, cups to the kitchen, table cleared. The room returns to 0. It is not deep cleaning. It is a reset, and it changes the psychology of your entire morning because you wake up in a calm, finished room instead of an unfinished chore. 5 minutes every night also means the mess never compounds, so a deep clean is never waiting for you at the end of the week. Set a 5-minute timer tonight. That is all it takes. Quick pause. If your home has one of those chairs that collects clothes, you know exactly who you are. Hit the like button and tell me in the comments which habit you are starting tonight. Now, number 5. The one that stops dirt before it even enters your home. Number 5. Shoes stop at the door. Most of the dirt inside your home never came from your home. It came from outside, riding on the soles of your shoes. The street, the office bathroom, the supermarket floor, all of it walked straight across your carpets and settled into the floors your kids play on. That is why every Japanese home has a genkan, a small entryway where shoes stop, no exceptions. It works like an airlock for dirt. What never enters, never needs to be cleaned. The floors stay cleaner for weeks instead of days, and mopping becomes a light touch instead of a battle. Tonight, put a small mat and a shoe rack by your door. Keep a pair of soft indoor slippers waiting, and draw the line. 1 meter of discipline at the entrance saves hours of mopping inside. Number 6. Dirt zones stay contained. In many Japanese homes, there is a detail that surprises every visitor. A separate pair of slippers used only inside the toilet room. Step in, switch slippers. Step out, switch back. It sounds extreme until you understand the idea behind it. The bathroom is treated as its own zone, and whatever touches that floor stays in that zone. It never travels to the kitchen, never reaches the bedroom. And you do not need toilet slippers to steal this. Keep bathroom cleaning cloths only for the bathroom. Never let the bath mat wander. Contain the dirtiest room, and the rest of the home stops inheriting its germs. It is the same prevention logic again. Instead of chasing dirt around the house, you simply refuse to let it travel. Number 7. Clean things that already look clean. This is the one that sounds pointless. Why wipe a counter that looks spotless? Why rinse a sink that seems perfectly fine? Here is why. Dirt has a timeline. Fresh grime wipes away in 5 seconds, but leave it for 2 weeks and it bonds to the surface. Now it needs scrubbing, chemicals, and your entire Saturday. The Japanese wipe surfaces daily before anything is visible. The sink after the last dish. The counter after the kettle. The bathroom mirror while the toothbrush is still in hand. 30 seconds a day, and nothing in the home ever reaches the scrubbing stage. No soap, no chemicals, just a cloth and a habit. That is the entire secret. You are not cleaning what is dirty. You are refusing to let dirty exist. Number 8. Trash is a system, not a bag. In most homes, trash is simple. Everything goes into one bag, and the bag goes out when it overflows. And that is exactly why the bin smells, why the kitchen attracts flies in summer, and why taking up the garbage feels like a punishment. In Japan, trash is sorted the moment it is thrown. Burnables, plastics, bottles, paper. Each has its place and its collection day. Containers get a quick rinse before they go in. It sounds like extra work, but it is the opposite. Nothing rots in a mixed bag, nothing smells, and the bin never becomes a problem you avoid. Tonight, separate just one category, plastics or paper, and feel the difference within a week. Number 9. Cleaning is not a chore. It is care. Here is the habit that makes all the others possible. In Japanese schools, there are no janitors. Every day, the students themselves sweep the classrooms, wipe the desks, and clean the hallways. Not as punishment, as education. From childhood, cleaning is not an interruption of life. It is simply part of living in a space you respect, and that is the real difference. When cleaning is a hated chore, you delay it, and the mess always wins. When it is a small act of care, 10 calm minutes a day, it never piles up, and your home never falls behind. The spotless Japanese home is not built on effort. It is built on this mindset, repeated daily until it becomes invisible. And children raised inside it never learn to see cleaning as suffering. They simply copy what the home already does. So here is your plan. Do not try all 9 tonight. Pick one. Maybe it is the 1-minute rule. Maybe it is the 5-minute reset before bed. Do it for 1 week. Let it become automatic. Then add the next one on top. That is how the Japanese actually do it. Small, calm, and consistent. Because a spotless home was never about cleaning harder. It was about a handful of tiny habits that stop mess before it starts. Which one are you starting tonight? Tell me the number in the comments. And if this changed how you think about cleaning, subscribe for more of the Japanese way. I will see you in the next one.